Yeah.
All right, we're going to get right into it, you guys. This is from Street Beef's channel. Go check that out. The one thing that I'm just going to tell you is being a martial artist and someone who's like super engaged in combat sports, this weight disparity is a big deal. 173 to 160 is pretty crazy if we're being honest. Now we'll see who gets that knockout, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all before we get into it.
I mean, we didn't even talk about the height.
A 5-pound to 3-pound weight disparity is fine. Height, I don't trip on because there are moments where you see a 145er who's super tall and a 145er who's super short. It's just genetics. Normally the smaller guy is more buff, the other taller guy has more length. It varies on who has
I'm
the
just
power.
saying that at 6'5" and that weight disparity, there's probably a big reach advantage too. So that's gonna definitely play a role.
Absolutely. But it's the weight to me that does it, not the height necessarily.
Come together, please touch gloves. Back up, y'all both know the rules.
This literally looks like David versus Goliath from your hands.
I got real.
Take the center, dude.
Second nature, bro. Like I said, you like TikTok.
They're not really moving like fighters. Oh! Well, 161.
3, 4.
Oh, this is a boxing match? You letting them get up after that?
Hey, not on the
no.
chin, but
Step this way.
take them on the chin like
Step this way for me. Over
Not on
here.
the
Step
chin.
this
You all right?
He did a good job of blocking those with his face, though.
Hey, you can't take
Amazing
them
job.
like that.
Face blocks already. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Fight. Medic!
They're just like medic, bro.
Sometimes those are the worst knockouts, the ground. And you got to think this is street beef, so it's not like a ring where they're... I mean, those canvas mats, though, like, if you've ever been in a boxing ring, like, they are not soft.
No. But
You know?
do you think they're softer than dirt?
Well, it depends. Like, are there any rocks underneath there
Have you ever seen King of the Streets?
where they're, like, fighting in the, like, basketball courts?
No, yeah, I don't know. The ones I watched, they're fighting in concrete garage, like parking
Yeah,
lots.
I saw a couple boxing matches that they were doing on basketball courts, and all I could think about, my dad brain came out. I was like, no, these young men, they're going to fall and hit their head on the concrete. Because I like watching a fight, but you don't want to see somebody get, like, scarred for
Got a
life.
war, 5'9", 155. Careful war.
Wing C, 5'6".
140. These weight disparities are insane.
Mouthpiece.
That's insane, dude.
Mouthpiece. Yeah.
But you saw
that
the
dude
smaller
low-key-
guy knocked out the bigger guy.
That dude kind of looked like Justin Gaethje,
Yeah.
but it was like broke out just Justin Gage.
Yeah, baby.
true
Street
value.
beef round one. Let's
Exactly.
work. I can't complain about this, brother.
Same day.
Oh, he didn't even dap him up. This dude's on some. Is that a Japanese?
I was going to say, he came out hard with the Rex Kwando.
138. It's my first fight. Let's get it.
He's nervous.
General from Pittsburgh. 5'5".
What's your hand raised or not?
Pittsburgh.
Done?
Is that general or
Obey
Dollar
my
General?
commands. No hit behind the head, no knees to the head. Let's.
Come on, don't boom, boom, yep, jab, jab, jab. Shooter's gonna go. Get the underhooks, boom, yep. Nice, good job. Hey, kick this out, leg kick, and bring that guy.
He's feeling himself. Too light skin, feeling himself.
Don't let him grab the knee, nope.
Don't be afraid to catch it.
How old are they? The light skinned kid looks young. This is knockout, so this ain't no one gonna finish. Here. We'll see where it goes.
He's going to get some ground and pound.
Hey, yo, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Breathe, Ty.
Breathe, bro.
Oh, he might knock him out from the choke.
Breathe. Get that torque on your neck.
Yo, breathe it, yeah. Ready, drop. Ready, let's go.
You don't got it.
Ready now? Leave the ball.
Let's go.
No, he got it. He got it.
Come over.
He got it. He got it. He got it.
You put your hips down. Don't let him hit his hip. Break out of that.
Down, Brandon. Keep those great violins. Keep switching it up. Need an elbow. Need an elbow.
Oh, we're going to a round 2. I didn't expect that from a compilation video.
The bell's gonna ring anyway. Come on.
Wow.
It's cool they started doing things in actual rings. But I guess there's an allure to just fight.
There is, because it's like that backyard boogie. That's why it's called street beefs.
Low kicks are good. Stay a little bit lower. That way you can just use to try to grab it.
He looks hella young, bro.
The craziest thing was when we were in Thailand watching little
See you trying to
kids.
throw them knees, bro. I see you trying to grab it, bro. Grab it. You don't think you got to do it.
Blocking all
He a little older than he looks like. I mean, he got facial hair, so
Let him throw that shit. Grab that shit. Take
He gonna try to show me that spinning, that spinning heel kick shit. No, it doesn't.
fuck all that.
Who's next? Who's next? Teresa, who's next?
that's a nice side kick. Oh, that's that karate shit right there. That was nice. That was straight karate, bro. That wasn't even like, he's wearing Muay Thai shorts. So. Am I tripping?
My height is a 5.
Hold on, what is it, Jay? Let me see this.
Who's next?
Side kick, nice side kick, roundhouse.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, don't take none of that flashy. Okay, let's go.
My name is Old Boy David. My
seen
height
this.
is a 5'5".
Mouth guard on the
And my
floor.
weight for
How old is
144
he? I
pounds.
can't
51 years old.
My age is 51.
Texas
That
from
could
North
be me.
Carolina, 5'10".
Let's
Don't
see how
care.
you-
I'm here to
how
pull
you play
warhead.
out in these
Fucking
streets.
forehead. Shout out my boys from the 291st Airborne. It's for you.
That's exactly.
Street beefs is
That dude is
showtime.
like how tall
You
I
ready?
am in weight. I'm
ready?
5'11", but
Round
I got
one.
scoliosis.
He's a young dude in the military
Yep.
fighting a little old man.
Yep. Fighting Mr. Miyagi. Don versus Silver.
Oh no. He's got that drunken monk like
He's
not
down
feeling confident. Ooh, that's a nice leg kick though.
He down to hanging
Oh
bang.
shit!
He down to hanging bang.
Grandpa swinging. Nice head movement.
In your knee.
Ooh.
In the country with the worst health care. Oh, Lord.
Good sportsmanship, picked him back up.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not done with you yet. I'm going to serve you an extra side of hands. With these leg kicks. You call me old man.
This motherfucker must be kicking trees.
I know. I would be done with one leg kick.
At 51?
Yes.
Where did he get this gas tank? Because I started losing mine at 40 after the Rona, though. The Rona after me up my respiratory.
That body, why not?
30 seconds left.
That body.
Oh, God.
Dude, what is he doing? He is kind of wild. Big
Down the
homie.
pipe, down the pipe, down the pipe.
He's
Straight
throwing
right down the
Michael
pipe.
Jackson punches. Spinning and shit.
A swing and a miss.
Well, that was all right. Until they hit the wall.
Are they allowed to grapple in this? It looks like
Yeah,
they're
look
just
at your
banging.
They're doing MMA probably.
Okay.
Yep. Look, every time he throws, he bends down like this. Stick with that jab. Wait until he throws that hook and then nail him with that, okay? You don't need to throw everything 100%. Just get him tagged up a couple times.
He's giving some good
I'm going to
coaching.
transition to something else, and then right as I heard the pop.
Sometimes I wish I was younger.
You know what we
So you
do.
can go get beat
You
up?
ready?
I just want to test
On
myself.
national television. I know, I feel you.
I I never look down on the people who lose.
No, hell no.
It takes a lot of guts. So.
Yeah, you have to.
And it also lets you know where you are in a very high, intense situation.
Yeah, emotional management, dealing with fear.
Jiu-jitsu tournaments are close, but this is another energy. Getting knocked out is another energy.
Yes, it is.
Down the pipe.
Oh my God. Nice. Yes, he did it for the 40s.
I've seen this.
We still got it.
This made him a star on Street Beef. And then he's done a couple more
السلام
fights
عليكم
where he's
ورحمة الله
won
وبركاته.
and
عيد
lost.
مبارك لكل المسلمين كل العالم. تمنونا الفوز اليوم إن شاء الله راح نفوز وناخذ.
Did you ever get any fights in school?
A little bit like skirmish. I never like not like where it was like the shit me and you seen when we were in the streets, you know, like it was like, oh, like, you know, it was like either broken up quickly or just like, you know, I don't know. I got kind of lucky with the way things always panned out in skirmishes. I've been in skirmishes, little, you know, I'm talking about school. But then when we started doing the street shit, it was just like, you know, fools are just going fist to cuffs, you know?
No, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I guess it's just my neighborhood. It just was the culture of the neighborhood because there was a few like, you know, parents in there. Like, the end of the block, there's this dude Barry. His dad boxed, and so he taught us how to box from like a young age, a little bit. Not, I mean, really, but we would always be fighting for whatever reason in my neighborhood. Like all friends, we'd just be like beating each other up.
So that's what's funny. You say that, and for me, that's a little different. So we had boxing gloves, and I would box Matt, Robert Price, like the homies we'd box in my basement.
But it would get serious.
I have videos of it.
Yeah.
It would sometimes. With me, like I just always had that kindred spirit, and I was always more about the sport style. You know, but some of them would start throwing. Kevin and Matt got into it. They always had like this little rivalry going on. You know what I mean?
But no, I was just bringing that up because I did get in like several fights, a bunch of fights in school, just like throughout from like, you know, elementary school on up. I was always like fighting for one reason or another. Usually I don't, you know, want it, but some kid would try to pick on me and I just like stand my ground. But I just remember like being in multiple situations where you get that adrenaline dump. And my legs were shaking like so bad, like I could barely stand. I remember just being there like, and then as soon as the fight starts, it would just like clear and like you would forget about it. But that lead up, I just remember my knees, like when they say your knees are knocking, like literally just be like so shaky, like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. Because especially sometimes we do these schoolyard fights, like, you know, and there'd be girls around, like the whole school's watching, and you're just like, oh shit, everybody's gonna see me.
It's funny. I don't know if it was my personality or temperament or just how I was in general. I just didn't ever attract that energy like that. However, you know, it's funny because it is nerve-wracking like that. I think I felt that in a fight, like this fight rolled out of the club. I think it was called the Beach Club in Pueblo, and it went from inside to outside. And I felt that like where your legs just feel like you're just going to collapse. But that's how my first jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
I was like, why did I do this? Like, and then you're there and you're like shaking it and your legs feel like you're about to just, and then it's just the whistle blows and all of a sudden you just go into what you've been training. So,
you know, you said you never attract that energy. Honestly, this is what it was. And, you know, this is just like, I think just a fact. The kids, like, you know, growing up, like everybody's trying to test, you know, find, you know, where their little place is. And I think because I've always been like the smaller dude, that dudes would always like test me. They'd always be like, oh, I can fuck with him and like kind of punk him. And it was like one of the only lessons my dad taught me that I really remember from like a young age. And I came home crying from school one day because these kids were like picking on me and bullying me. And he just looked at me and said, son, he's like, I'm not going to step in for you. He's like, this is one of those choices you got to make in life. He's like, you either stand up for yourself now or you get picked on for the rest of your life. You get bullied for the rest of your life. When you become a man, he's like, there's always going to be somebody going to try and bully you, whether it's the cops or the government or your boss. He's like, so you just got to make a choice right now. Are you going to be the one who gets bullied or the one who stands up? So I always took that to heart. But unfortunately, because being like, you know, the small kid out of the group, people would always like try to test me. I'm like, fuck, here I go again. So knees knocking and fists flying.
Yeah, it's
الحزام. Just want a quick shout out to Street Beef GoPro. Hit me up on the Instagram Bat Company. Shout out to Tusha too. Tusha, what's up?
I'm unknown from Mississippi, representing Orlando, Florida. I'm ready.
Street Beefs, one more title fight. This one for the vacant 185 MMA belt that somebody ran away and left open. Don't do that running. In this corner, we got Unknown. He's 5-0 in Satan's backyard. And in this corner, we got Iraqi Assassin. He's 28-3 in Satan's backyard. Be safe, fellas. Fight hard. One more.
Yeah, look.
What up, Rob?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You guys know the rules? Just meet all the time. If you're team fight. All right.
The homie looks like Big Crit.
You ready?
No Diddy times infinity, but his cup is wilding.
I know, I was just thinking this dude basically wore his underwear.
Yep. Nice.
Put your foot on that edge.
There you go. Good. Nice.
He's at 185. They don't even look anywhere close.
Double leg. Yep, nice. Fight for underhooks. There you go.
Get off the cage. There you go.
Fight underhooks, Omar. Yeah, start your turn. Start your turn. Yeah, there you go. Relax. Shoulder position. Nice. Pin him up. Yep. Get heavy and relax. Yeah, start fighting. Start fighting inside. I got it, Rob. I got it.
There you go.
Good knees. Body shot. Nice. Hands up. Hands up, Omar.
He's got that,
lead. Good. Nice.
that Floyd stance where he's
Yeah, the Philly shell.
Yeah. Those kicks hurt. You see them clench.
Body shot. You got his stomach. Body shot. You have his stomach. Body shot. Body shot. There you go. Body shot. Body shot. You got his stomach. Don't let him take you down.
Hips in. Nice.
It's crazy because this shit is so tiring. Ooh, that was a crazy.
Again, another one to the body.
That'll wear you out.
Throw a hook. Yep.
Short guy.
Inside leg chop in the face.
Hands fly.
30 seconds. Cap kicks in there. 30 seconds. Right there, return.
You know what you're doing?
Mid to it.
Right. Hands fly.
I mean, the thing I love about fighting is like
Nice.
it seems like the black dude should win because he looks like he's so much bigger.
You seen that?
Yes.
9, 8, 7, 6.
He just got clipped.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He's almost knocked him out of the cage. That hand tapping.
Throw some jabs out to keep your
Do you feel like this part is pride? Like not trying to be an ass? Are you supposed to have the sensibility to be like, yo, he got me, let me, or do you just keep fighting? Because I felt like he got clipped, he dropped, and then he almost got punched out the ring. And do you sit back and be like, I need more training? Or do you like, F this? Like, what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know me, I'm like, nah, like, take me out. Like, I'm going to keep going, you know? But
You
sometimes.
just answered it. I mean, you don't step into a ring because you're ready to quit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the whole point is like, I'm going out on my shield.
I think.
And you have that mentality that I'm going to come back. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm down this round or the next round. Like, I'm going to come back because I have that heart that's going to, like,
so that's
you know.
how I naturally feel. What you just said. That's why I'm asking this, because my new adult dad instinct is
it's
like,
different.
Like, I'm just like, bro, what do you get out of this?
That's called wisdom. That's the difference
You
between
get a
being
belt
young.
that they spray painted gold.
Bro, that's the difference between being young and being where we're at though now. Because now, like, I just got back into jiu-jitsu, you know that. I already popped a rib and like cracked my nose. So it's like 1 week back, I'm already getting messed up. And I just realized like, hey, you just have to tap out to these younger dudes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's not worth
and
like
that's
fighting.
What I'm saying. Is there a moment where you feel someone's strength and you be like, you know, it's time to tap. But I understand why he's still fighting, you know, but I was thinking about that. Like, anyways.
Use your jab. He can't box with you. Use your jab, keep him at a distance. He's going to keep trying to leg you.
Go in. He's hurt still.
And on paper, it's like he looks bigger, stronger.
You won that all round.
Bella. And
Ready? Ready? Good fight!
Hands up on my face. Yeah.
That shit starts to fuck with your brain too, man.
Go ahead.
He got that length. Yep. Box.
Ooh.
Jeez. What's crazy is that could have been worse. That could have been worse because he got this from the foot. You take a shin to Yosh, that's way worse. But that was pretty bad. Like, it was just clean, like right on the knockout line, man.
Yeah, it is funny though, because you're sitting there saying, hey, do you like, you know, for a little spray painted belt, like most of the like little scuffles that I was in was just like literally for honor. There's literally nothing to win. Like the advisable thing would be like, walk away. But as a young man, you're just like, no, you disrespected me. I have to stand my ground and get knocked out in front of the whole school.
Hey, I mean, props to both of them.
retain my honor.
Props to both of them, and I F with it. I don't know if they're, I don't know. Like, and again, like, this is not, like, sanctioned. Like, so that's why I was just curious, because I was like, you know, in boxing, there's a huge, like, for example, Gaethje. He's like, I'm either knocking you out or getting knocked out.
Yeah.
And I understand that mentality, but I'm just saying, like, at this level, to get to Gaethje, you can't be getting knocked out every time you're in street beef. So it's like kind of count your battles. That's all I was saying. But
yeah.
Again, people might see this and be like, "You's a bitch." And I was like, I wasn't saying. I'm just.
No, I think
I'm
at this level
an honest
too.
Question. I'm like, yo.
At this level too, it's like those, you know, it's street beef. So, you know, a lot of these guys are amateur fighters, and a lot of times that you come from a background of having been in like street fights or schoolyard fights or whatever, where you're the man.
Yeah.
So they're probably used to like bully beat down people that don't know how to fight.
Yep.
And then they're like, yeah, you know, I know how to throw hands. And then you go in with people that are actually starting to train that have more advanced skill, and you quickly realize your place on the totem pole.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Well, we're about to tap out, man. Speaking of that, let us know if you want to see more of these on the channel or not. That was top 5 street beef KOs, and we will holla.
40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again.